What's up, Wolfman fans? It's the Wolfman back with you here again on it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon right now. Um, I wanted to make another video. I just put one out last night, and I'm gonna say for the record, this video I literally have no idea like what I'm gonna talk about. I have no plans for it. I just let's make a video real quick. So, first off, what I'm gonna do, set my camera up so I don't have to hold it because that gets annoying after a while. Your arm gets tired and, it just becomes a pain in the butt. But also, so you guys can see the beautiful blue sky back there and see just how pretty of a day it actually is here in the great state of Texas. Like I said, it's been real hot, which is not uncommon for Texas in the summertime, but it has cooled down a little bit. Sorry if my hair is a little funky. I got this one part sticking up. I can't, for whatever reason, it won't stay down. Anyway, so yeah, random video. Really nothing specific to talk about. Just a really pretty day. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, like what it looks like just from what I'm seeing on the screen in front of me as I'm filming this, all that looks like a lot more vibrant. The colors do. It's really pretty. So, but yeah, it's a really great day. Now, what doesn't look pretty is, the lawn right here. It's all dead and brown looking. I mean, unlike the trees, which are nice and beautiful green, you can see the grass is pretty dead looking. I mean, to be honest with you guys, when I said last night that we hadn't had a lot of rain, and there was just nothing but like 100-degree or more temperatures, I wasn't joking. It has killed the damn grass. So there's that going. I guess one thing I did want to do is I wanted to ask you guys like some advice on what you want me to do, like for like content, like something you'd love to see me put out as a video, what I could do, and I would love to try to make it happen. I'll do everything I can. If it's just not feasible, then it is what it is, and I'll let you know. Hey man, that sounds cool, but I can't do it. Whatever the case may be. But I'd love to hear your input. I'm actually having trouble coming up with ideas right now at the moment. I mean, I have ideas, but it's stuff I can't really make happen just because of either time constraints or financial constraint, or the fact that it requires like either better editing equipment or better equipment period. Whatever the case may be, I can't do it. But maybe you guys can think of something. And I'll give you a shout out in the video. This is your idea, whatever, and you wanted to see it, here it goes. But anyway, if you guys got an idea, and keep in mind the time constraints that I have, or the different constraints that I have in my life. I'm able to film pretty much at the moment, at least for the next, give or take 6 months. I've only got weekends to work with, so that's Saturday and Sunday. Money is not really a thing I can really work with right now, just because money's tight, guys. And I'm sure you guys out there that are like me, you're just out there in the part of the workforce in your working community. You guys understand what I'm talking about. Your household becomes its first priority over everything else. So you also try to save a little bit for the future. So you don't really you really try your best not to waste anything. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, maybe you guys got something for me. I don't know what you might have, and I'm actually, I do this at my own risk because I'm like wondering what kind of crazy things are these people going to come up with, and it may not be anything crazy at all, but let's see what you have to offer here. Idea wise, it's really pretty today. Anyway, this is just a stupid quick video. I thought it was a real pretty day. I kind of wanted to get it on camera. In fact, I will take this. There we go. Let's adjust the camera here. In case you're wondering, this is indeed on a selfie stick, because as you know, I film with just my phone because I don't have really a better camera right now. This is what I have, so I use what I have. Now I'm just trying to angle it correctly. There, that's better. But yeah, it's really bright out here today. Now you guys have, we had some high winds a few days back, so it kind of blew some of the, if you can see, some of the skirting around my house out, which kind of sucks. This house is old and probably not the best construction, or at least not, to nowadays standards anyways. And things like that tend to happen, so we end up having to fix it, and it just kind of sucks. Anyway, got the pasture here. Look, cows. Hi, cows. Anyway, yeah, so really awesome day. Hot. I mean, it is, again, not as hot as it was, but it's still hot. I'm gonna angle this up a little bit. Check out those clouds, y'all. It's actually really pretty today. I'm really impressed with the weather today. Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan of like rainstorms and thunderstorms and stuff. That's why I love the springtime in Texas so much. It's tornado season. Not that I love tornadoes to drop, because tornadoes are absolutely terrifying and unpredictable for the most part. I mean, we try, but it doesn't always work out. So, but I love the weather that comes along with it. So, nobody likes hail. This isn't going very well with me describing all the cool things about this weather, is it? But, lightning shows are pretty cool. Lighting up the sky and everything. It sucks when they like strike and they hit stuff. Just as long as I guess nobody gets hurt, it's okay. But sometimes it does suck when that happens. I mean, it is what it is, though. It's unpredictable. You can't tell what's going to happen when it's going to happen. So, but I love that time of season, that particular season, because it's just, you get these powerful storms that come through. It's warm outside. It's not like super hot, really. It's just warm, and you get these. I mean, it's like nighttime at 3 in the afternoon, and you have these just torrential downpours of rain with, like I said, it's warm weather, but you've got these cool breezes coming through. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I love that time of year. It's the time of year you kind of like sleep with your windows open. You like leave your windows open in your house, so you get those cool breezes kind of come through your house and get the sound of the rain. Helps you sleep, that kind of stuff. But that's the kind of things I look forward to in the springtime. Summertime is nice just because it's summer, but it doesn't have the same appeal as it used to when I was like a kid, because obviously I don't get summer vacation off from school or anything, because it's not that kind of deal anymore. You got to work, and that's just the reality of the situation, and it sucks, but it is what it is, and a man's got to make a living. So it's August right now, so we got what normally is considered in Texas to be the worst part of the year as far as heat is concerned. Usually August is pretty unbearable. I'm sorry if the camera isn't very steady. I'm kind of switching between hands and moving it around and stuff. Anyway, the heat is usually considered to be pretty damned unbearable in August. And it's just miserable. I don't know if we're going to see it like that again, because we already had like this heavy heat like that, just this insane heat during July. So I don't know if we're going to see that again. We might. Who knows? You never know. You can never tell what the weather's going to do here. Weather in Texas tends to be kind of unpredictable. It fluctuates a lot for whatever reason. So you never know what's going to happen. I'm just hoping that August isn't going to be. I hope it's going to be a lot more mild than July was. And then of course you're moving on into autumn time, so which is always a pretty cool time of year. You get the leaves changing colors. If that's if you're big into like color changing leaves and stuff, you're one of those people. For me, it's more like the feeling that you get during the season. That's more what I enjoy. Kind of a more cool, crisp weather outside, which is cool. And then you always know that you got Halloween coming up, and most of us all love Halloween because, I don't know, it's a time of year when shenanigans are at their peak, and everybody like all ages has fun, except for, well, there's a few people that don't enjoy Halloween for various reasons, but anyway. And then of course you got, the holidays after that. Christmas, for the most part, people celebrate Christmas. Some people don't. It is what it is. I'm not here to like talk about the differences between different people and what they celebrate and stuff. So I'm just going to talk about, things that I look forward to specifically that deal with my life. So, Christmas. It does suck though, once you're married. Your family got bigger, like exponentially bigger usually. And you have, like in my case, my wife's I got a fairly decent sized family, but she's got a bigger family than I do, I swear. A lot of cousins and stuff like that. And they're a lot closer than my family is. Not that my family doesn't, like each other or something, they don't hate each other or something like that, but they just don't get together like they used to when we were kids. It's just, the kids grew up and it got a little more difficult for the families to get together. So it doesn't happen as often as it used to when I was little. But my wife's family, I got to give them credit. They continue to do this. And the part that sucks about it is, while you want to see all the family, and I love seeing everybody and spending the holidays with them and stuff. The problem is that there's so many houses you have to go to. So you actually end up spending a lot of time traveling from one place to another. So that kind of sucks. But in the end, I suppose it's worth it because, you're going to see family and loved ones, spend the holidays together, and that's really what it's about. So, that's cool. But right now, it's not that way. It's just summertime, and not much to do. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of just that's the random conversation I'm having today. I hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday. Again, I just kind of want to throw this out here because it was a really pretty day, and I wanted to put out a video. Even as random as this one is, it seemed like it was a good time to throw one out there. Last night, like I said, I spent a lot of time watching TV and YouTube, and I cleaned my gun. Needed to do that. I haven't fired it in a while, so it wasn't a huge deal, but I felt like it needed to be done, whether or not like it really needed it or it was just a matter of I was bored, so might as well get it done. But I did it. Cleaned my gun. It looks spectacular. As always, operates smooth. No hang-ups, no nothing like that. So that's good. That's good stuff. If it's not obvious already, I really seriously have nothing to talk about. I did find out my cousin has a YouTube channel. It's kind of like one of those prepper channels. My cousin, God love him, he's pretty much a brother to me. Me, my brother, and him were all raised very close together. We were raised pretty much like brothers, so anytime I get to see him, that's a really cool thing. And I got to see him a couple weeks back. Actually, I think it was last weekend. My memory sucks. I don't mean to, insult anybody, but my memory sucks. sometimes, especially when it comes to time frames like this, because the weeks tend to run together, especially when I have so much going on. So, but I think it was last weekend. Day started off horrible. I gotta tell you guys about this. So I was driving down to go see my cousin. He was in town. He lives in Louisiana, so I don't really get a chance to see him very often. And he came down, and he was at my uncle's house. And my uncle still lives in my hometown. I feel like I've got a hair that's just popping out over here, and I can see it, and it's driving me crazy. Anyways, he was at my uncle's house. My uncle still lives in Arlington, my hometown, and my mom was over there. So I drove down there to go hang out with him. I didn't get, I think I got like a quarter of the way out in that direction, and my truck started overheating, like ridiculously. And I had to pull over and try to, okay, what the hell's going on? So I popped my engine and I started looking at it. There is a huge tear in my top radiator hose, the one that goes from the radiator to the block. And the coolant system is a pressurized system, by the way, in case you didn't know that. And this big tear happened in this hose. I'm talking, it's like half the length of the hose. And it sprayed coolant all over inside my engine. It was leaking out from under the hood. It was ridiculous. And so this is a huge problem, and I was insanely pissed off about this. It's just one of those things, you don't need this. So what ended up happening is really kind of weird. I got an Uber to take me to an AutoZone to go get a new radio hose, and I had to get a pair of pliers too, because of the clamps that hold the hose on there. So I had to take this Uber to go to the AutoZone to get this, and the AutoZone is probably like a good 10-15 minutes away. Now, if you're wondering why my wife didn't come get me or something like that, it's because she was actually spending time with some friends of ours, and she was not actually able to respond to me, and it actually ended up being, it would have taken longer if she was to drop what she was doing and come out there. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have been willing to wait. I certainly would have, but it was faster to just get an Uber to come out there and come get me and then drop me off back at the truck. It made it happen a lot quicker. So got that done, replaced the hose. Well, I started to replace the hose, and then I realized that the pliers I had they didn't have a wide enough opening in the jaws. So I actually had to, luckily I was at a gas station, it was actually a truck stop. So I had to go inside and actually try to look around, see if I could find something different. I did luckily find a good, decent pair of channel locks. So I bought them, ended up getting the damn thing replaced. I had bought some coolant, 2 gallons of coolant, and threw it in there. And since have not had a problem, which is great. But anyway, got down to Arlington, hung out with my cousin. And I told you all of that to get to this. Apparently my cousin has a YouTube channel. Now, and no offense to him if he's watching, I can't remember what the channel's called. And so later today I'm going to look that up, and I should probably get in touch with him and try to find out what it is. He's got one of those channels. He's like a prepper videos. Has the videos of him cleaning his guns and stuff like that. And he's apparently got, and this I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of mad initially when he told me about it, because I looked up his channel. I was like, dude, you got like 100 some odd followers, 100 some odd subscribers. You got more subscribers than I do. He goes, well, how many do you have? I said like 37. So apparently he's got a pretty good following, and that's cool for him. I'm happy for him. I don't think it's a huge, YouTube is like a huge part of his life, but it's something that he does enjoy doing. So that's cool. But if I can find a link to his channel, if I can remember what his channel is, if I figure that out, I'll post another video. Or I may just jump into the bottom in the comments section on this one and leave the link down there for you guys so you can find it. Actually, tell you what, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Before I actually post this one, I'll find out what it is, and I'll go ahead and get the link, and I'll post it to the bottom of this to the description of this video, so you guys can go check him out. My cousin Mark, he's a cool guy. Love the dude to death. Anyway, this video's gone on for about 20 minutes now. I've been rambling on about the weather and yakking about random this, that, and the other. So I guess that's really all I have.
just kind of want to say what's up. It's a beautiful Sunday, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend. That's really all I got. So you guys, as always, take it easy, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.